Alright everybody, welcome back and let's continue from here on. And mainly in this live I'll be focusing on better auth. I just wanted to build one of the projects using better auth, so let's see how that's gonna be going on. But even before that, let me make sure that I'm live and all, and everything's clear. After that, I'll just simply continue from here on. So let's have a look at that, and then we'll be going ahead. As simple as that. Not only that, the thing is that again I will be watching one of the YouTube videos, and with the help of that particular video, I will just continue with this particular thing. But before that, let me get some of the things done. That is enable auto stop. Let's toggle it off. And as per the chat, I will be turning it off right now, because of course I don't have lots of time, and I will not be able to focus much on the chat section. So that is why I'm gonna be doing it. Having said that, let me do one thing. Let me take my another sweater off, the second sweater off. I'll be right back. Alrighty, it is fine right now. The thing is that I was feeling so much heavy with that sweater, and that is why I just thought of taking that off, even if I'm gonna be feeling cold. That's crazy. But let's continue from here on. And the next thing that I'll be focusing on, that's gonna be the better auth. Even before that, even over here, let's take the go through the things slowly and have a look at the things one by one. First of all, I worked on this true feedback app. And inside this today, it's not like I haven't been live, that is right in the evening, but I did work on one of the things, and that is a app auth and sign up. So this sign up page I worked on, and I have written the code for this particular sign up page, and it is even working fine. And tomorrow onwards I will work on more features and all, and at the end of the day I will be just simply explaining each and everything. And lastly, once those things are explained, I will actually remake this project. So it's the plan is right now this, that after making it I will be remaking it. But this is all about next auth, not better auth, and it's time to just simply learn about better auth. Again, in this true feedback I'm actually using next auth, so let's see how it's gonna be going on. I think max to max in couple of days it will be ready, but that's not the focus on right now, or that's not the focus should be right now on. So let's go through the projects right now, and inside this I have to learn about better auth. Udemy, React, not only this, JS. Okay, do I have better auth related stuff over here? I just hope that I have. That is on the home page actually already, so let's go through that. So this is the better auth tutorial related stuff, so let's simply open it. I did work on it yesterday, like the day before yesterday if I'm not wrong. So first of all, I have to go through all the code and all. Some of the things have already been gone through, but some of the things are still remaining, so I will be going through them. So inside this actually I have many things. So this is the overall structure of it. Inside source I have my app. Inside my app I have unauthorized page.tsx, loading, layout, global, forbidden, and all these are pretty normal ones. And after, by the way, if there is forbidden, so wherever I'm using, I'm gonna be throwing 403 and all, so ultimately this particular page will be shown automatically. It's just like that, but never mind. Inside main I have these many things. Inside auth I have these many things. Gonna be too much, I get it, but I will have to understand them in order to just simply go ahead. Having said that, I can just simply run it, because I will have to understand the code. This is the starting code for the better auth, so that I am not focusing on the UI part, rather I'm focusing on the main business logic, and that is better auth. And that is why I just imported this thing, like pulled this thing from GitHub, and now from here onwards I will be going. So npm run dev, and let's see how that's gonna be going on. Let's click on this, and again it's gonna take some time to just compile the code and all, and then I will be able to see the result. But having said that, I can have a look at the remaining things. So auth related stuff, main related stuff. So let's simply have a look at the auth related stuff. Inside this I have my layout, and what is happening over here, export default auth layout, control shift F, and I'm returning my children. So auth layout gives me children and to do redirect already logged in users. So I'm just simply returning my children. Returning all the children. Yeah, that is fine. So I'm just returning. I'm getting all the children. I'm simply returning my children. And if that particular user is already logged in, then I will be redirecting the user too. So ultimately, if the user is logged in, the user should be redirected to the dashboard, right, or the home page, and that's what we have to do. This is just a to-do, so don't worry about it. Then we have sign up page over here. This is pretty simple, nothing special over here. This is the metadata title. You can even have the description and all, but title is just here, that's fine. And after that we have a sign up flex minimum. SVH stands for short I mean, what is the full form of it? Come on, yeah, I forgot that, but it gives you short minimum height, if I'm not wrong, just this much height. It just simply gives you. By the way, you can even say that minimum height is gonna be screen. Item center justify center p export, that's enough. Then we have something called sign up form. Again, this comes from here only. So I did not really create any components folder. I did create a components folder, but inside that I do not have this sign up form tsx. That's fine. Inside sign up I can have it at the same place, so that's not even bad. And just inside it, what I have, again, this code hasn't been written by me, rather it's been written by one of YouTubers, and as from his channel only, I'm just simply learning about beta auth. So all this code I got from GitHub. By the way, what all am I doing over here? First of all, I am creating a sign up schema. Inside that I am gonna be having a name. Just a sec, I can make it better. Not really. Okay, so name, email. Name should be string, minimum 1. Name is required. Email, message, please enter a valid email. Password is schema, so password itself has its own schema, and I'm getting it from live, so validation.ts. This is the schema of the password. Okay, we could have created it over there as well, not really big problem, that's fine. And after that, confirmation, password confirmation, this is gonna be there. And at the end I'm refining in the sense, over here whenever you refine, you can check whether the password is equals to confirm password or not. So data.password equals to confirm password, just like this. If they are equal, then I'm gonna be saying, if they are not equal, in that case I will be just simply sending some of the messages from here, and the message is gonna be password do not match and all. So you can refine, or you can super refine, and all these types of methods do exist, so you can use them and simply get the work done. Having said that, why am I facing the network issue? I should not really be facing it, but I'm facing it. Crazy. It should be fine. Let me turn it off and turn it on again, and let's see how it's gonna. Just wait for a while. I hope it's gonna be alright on its own. If it doesn't get alright, I have to make it alright. Okay, never mind. It is fine right now at least. And I just hope that I will not have to face the network issue. So let's continue from here on. So yeah, first of all, I created the sign up schema. Once the schema is created, after that I'm just inferring the types of this schema as well. Once I have the sign up values, then again, what am I'm using use form over here. That means react hook form. I mean, there's something like that. Use form is coming from where? It is actually coming from React hook form. So yeah, that's what I'm using over here. A resolver is the resolver sign up stream. Default values are gonna be like this. That's fine. Easy to understand. Then on submit method I have over here. Inside this I will be getting email, password, and name by default. And then to do handle sign up, I will be handling the sign up over here. This is the basic structure that is already ready. That is actually a good thing, and then I can just simply continue from here on. Loading, if it is actually loading, then form.formState is submitting. Form.formState is submitting. What does this mean? Loading means this. Okay, and on the basis of this thing I will be just simply rendering some of the things, so that's fine. Inside this I have entered your information to create an account. Card description, by the way, I have card max width this. I have card header. Inside that I have text large, margin this, sign up, then text md small, enter your information, that's fine. Inside this I have this particular form, and again this particular way is invalidate, right? It is deprecated right now, so if you are using it, it's not like it will not work, but you better go with the new way, because if you go to shared CN right now, so let's go to shared CN, and shared many things are being deprecated, so you need to be aware of them. So yeah, keep going through the documentation whenever it's possible for you, but let's simply have a look at this, what exactly it says about this. So let's go through the documentation right now, just this one. And in here, come on, it should not be taking lots of time. Come on. Okay, so over here I have something called components, and inside components I have not components actually. I should be going to forms and then Next.js. Come on, I have to go through forms. It turns out that pick your framework. Now it is working. Okay, fine. The React hook form, let's click on that. And 10 stack form, they are gonna mainly use for 10 stack and all, but never mind. Turns out that I'm still facing the network issue because of that thing. It's taking a bit time to just download the stuff and all, but never mind. Okay, over here there's just simply saying that they are not mentioning it here. First of all, this is the right way to use it. So if you wanna use forms, this is the way to use. So ultimately you have to go with this way. Over here, this is the new way to just add the form. So you will not be using form twice, rather you will be using the things directly like this. But not only that, if I actually click on the forms directly over here, so if I go to the form, and that is this particular section, if I just click on that, I'll have to wait for a while. Again, it just takes some time to just get the things done and all, so that's not really a big problem. Okay, they are saying that we are not actively deploying this component, developing this component anymore. The form component is an abstraction over the React hook form library. Going forward, we recommend using the field component to build forms. See the form documentation. So they are simply saying that use this particular field component to build the things and all. So if you once you are here, so inside components you will actually be getting the example of that, and they are simply mentioning that you have to use a form, and with the help of the field things and all, you have to just get the things done. It's as simple as that. I hope you even got that. Having said that, just a sec, form, field group, field set, this is how the form is actually built. And if I go through forms right now, even over here they have defined the things better way, so I should be able to get the result right now. Fine. Over here the fields are actually being used. So if you actually have a look over here, whatever they had suggested us, the same thing we are doing over here. We are using field group, and then we are using the controller and all, but ultimately field label, field input and all, these things are being used over here. So yeah, it does work, but this time you will have to go through this one. That's fine. Let's continue from here on just after that, and we have this much. That's okay, we are using this way, but this is not being developed anymore, so you had better switch to the better one. But over here I have my name, and then for item this Play Store field, that's fine. Things are getting done this way. Then I have email field, and things are getting handled this way. Then I have password field, and after that I have confirm password field, and lastly I have this alert if there is any error. So I will be getting this error. This error is actually coming from the React hook form. So if you just click on this, you will be coming here, and the error is being actually set over here, and this error will only be set over here in this particular section. So if you get the error, you will simply set it here. That's fine. Anything else that we need to worry about over here? Then we have something called loading. Submit with full loading is gonna be equals to loading create. By the way, this is just a loading button, and this loading button, I think this is something that I have already created inside UI, that is right. And this is just a simple button, and if loading is true, in that case disable is gonna be loading. If it is true, it will be enabled, otherwise it will be disabled and all. And dot props, ultimately it will be getting all the props that are actually coming from there. So all the props in the sense, I have children over here, I have disabled, I have loading, and all the classes that I actually provide inside that particular thing, all the props are gonna be here. And then this is how I'm just getting the things done. That's fine. Even this is better. All the props in the sense, the type that I provide, the class that I provide, they're gonna be there by default. It's just like that. Then I have footer over here. Then I already have account, sign in, and underline, and that's it. That is it about the sign up form, and it is quite understandable as well. Inside, if I click on sign in right now, so this is how the sign in page looks like. If I click on sign up, so sign up page will actually look like this. Over here I'm just mentioning all the things, all the related stuff and all. Having said that, there is something called this particular button. I would like to know exactly how it's being applied, like what's causing it to be like this. So if I go to confirm password over here, just right here, they are simply saying that you have a label, you have form control, inside that you have password input. So this is the password input that I have. Having said that, this is a self-created password input. So if I click on this, I am redirected over here. Again, this is the password input. Similarly, I have user avatar.tsx. Inside this password input, I'm showing I must be using an input, and I must be making it converting it to a div or something. Let's see how it's actually getting done. So I have this top level div. Inside this I have this input box, and okay, just switching it. So if I click on that I icon, it gets converted to text, otherwise it remains password as well. So that's what I was thinking, that something must be being done in the background, so that it is actually visible sometimes, and sometimes it's not visible as per the clicking on the that I button and all. Class name is gonna be here, that's fine. This class name is already defined over here, all the class names that I get. Then props button, this is the I button that I actually have over here. So inside this particular button I have the I button, and the icon of the I just changes again conditionally, so on the basis of the show password and all. And as for the classes of it, classes don't really matter because they are just tailwind classes, so overall the things are gonna be the same, so I don't really need to worry about that. But yeah, this is how things simply go on. So understood this particular thing as well, like the password, this actually makes the password visible and all conditionally, so this happens automatically, not automatically, kind of, you have to just write the business logic for that. And password input is also here. Then this input is directly coming from shared CN, so you don't need to worry about it. Having said that, yeah, it is coming from shared CN. So few inputs you are creating on your own, few inputs you are directly getting from the shared CN as per the need. So this sign up page is done right now. Let's go to the sign in. And again, the good thing is that inside this sign in folder I have sign up page as well as the sign in form inside that. That's again kind of a good way to just go through the things. Again, I have sign in form over here, and overall things are gonna be same. I have my router search params, and why am I using these search params? Again, use search params is mainly used for getting the parameters and all. But let's see how it's gonna be used over here. First of all, again, the schema, sign in schema that I have over here, I need email, password, and remember me option, whether it's actually going to remember me and all. And after that I have this sign, again this is the schema, sorry, this is the type that I'm actually inferring. So there is a method called just .infer. Again, this is coming from Zod. So Zod actually provides you this infer method. Using this you can just simply infer the types of the schema, and once you got that, after that you are just again using the React hook form, and using that you are getting this form form instance over here, and using this you can get many things done. So first of all, on submit, this will be submitted automatically. Handle social sign in Google or GitHub, okay, you will be using this thing, and this is gonna be the most important thing over here. First of all, if we are submitting something directly, so I will directly get email, password, and remember me over here. And if I'm using the Google or GitHub sign in, then once I click on them, what will happen? Once I click on them, I actually have to write code to handle Google and GitHub sign in over here. What is that code going to be? I have already mentioned it, like it is not the first time that I'm actually going through it. Just a while ago, a while in the sense a couple of days ago, I have gone through beta auth, and I know overall how the things work and all. So right now I will go inside this Next.js, and beta auth I learned in this particular section. Inside this I have the code of the beta auth. And whenever we click on that particular icon, then let's see what do we do. So let's have a look at these pictures, screenshots that I took. So db.ts not required. Come on, it's gonna be taking time to just download the things and all. Never mind, let's go through the needed ones, and that's gonna be page.tsx. Where am I trying to log in? Not here. This is home.tsx. I need to go through the login page right now. I don't really have that over here. This is gonna be the login page, and things are actually being done over here. So there is something called handle GitHub sign in, and whenever I just try to sign in, so I use the client, and then sign in method I directly get from here, and I have to just simply give the provider name and callback, and that's it. So it's not like it is the hardest thing ever. As soon as you click on the button, you are just simply handling it, and for handling it you can just simply go with that way. So yeah, we will be creating the auth client and all these things are already mentioned in the documentation of better auth, yeah. So you can just even go through that. So over here what I'm doing that, first of all I will be checking whether that is the Google sign in or GitHub sign in. On the basis of that I will be running code over here, and again the client I will have to create, and I will have to call sign in method over here, and it will automatically be done. Remaining things are fine over here, like enter your email below to log in your account. That's fine. Either I can enter the email and all. That form is exactly the same, so you don't need to worry about that. Things are just the way they should be. I have checkbox over here, Checkbox is mainly going to be used for checking whether the user is actually saying that remember me or not. Remember me in the sense next time onwards whenever we try to log in, that user will be remembered. It's as simple as that. But having said that, I need to know better about it, but at least initially I have to have the overall idea, and after that I can just come here later on and go through the stuff and all. So whenever I click on this button, I have two buttons. First button is this. I must be using first of all icon of the Google and sign in with Google, then icon of the GitHub and sign in with GitHub. And as soon as I click on that, handle social sign, social sign, and I'm just giving this GitHub and Google argument from here, and it simply receives that. On the basis of that, it will simply call the things. Then I have this footer. I already have an account, and fine. I mean, it is even not problematic. That simply means I can just simply go ahead from here. So sign in is done, sign up is done, no need to worry about that. Overall, I even have the idea about the code, like how it's been written. Let's go through the reset password thing. The best thing I can say it, yeah, it is actually the best thing, that you create a reset password. Inside that you have page.tsx and you have reset password page as well. Just inside my schema over here, just the schema that I actually info. Just after that, while resetting the password, whenever I'm resetting the password, at that time, I think today's time, this day will be I'll be busy just simply going through the things. At least I need to understand the code and all, so it will be busy. I'll be busy doing that. From tomorrow onwards, I will be able to focus on the remaining things. Having said that, first of all, I will get the token. So whenever I'm resetting the password, at that time I need to have the token. Once I got the token, after that, if the token exists, in that case, reset password UI and this. Otherwise, token is missing. That's great. And if I just actually have a look at this, so this is actually gonna be the reset password UI part, that is just below. Amazing, nothing could be better than this. And inside this I have reset password, enter your new password below, and that's it. Reset password form is gonna be this. Over here we can just simply enter the password. Again, how you customize it is up to you, but when it comes to resetting the password, you can just simply handle the on submit thing from here, and you can just simply send the request from here, and that's it. And apart from this particular thing, I'm using use form default. Overall things are understandable, nothing's hard here actually if you understand the React hook form. So it should be quite understandable, so you don't really need to worry about it. Form success devs reset. Yeah. So this thing is all. Then we have something called forgot. It will mainly be used for sending the email. So I will just simply enter my email, enter your email address and all to send the link and all. That's it. And just after that, as for the classes, they are pretty simple. Let's click on the forgot password form, and over here I'm just simply getting the email over from here, just the email. Then I will be just simply sending the email. As soon as I click on that, this particular on submit, it automatically gets called because I'm using handle submit, and this particular function is just being used as a as an argument over here. And that's it. Nothing is actually hard over here. Things are being repeated over and over, so things are actually being repeated, so it should be fine. The good thing is that I'm actually getting in the habit of using React hook form or 10 stack queries or actions, server actions and all, even hooks, like how you can actually create the hooks in the sense hooks for 10 stack queries and all. So yeah, that's fine. So this much I've gone through. I have forgot password code, reset password code, sign in, sign up, layout and all. So this thing is done. Then I have something called main dot. Again, there's gonna be a lot actually over here, but even before that I have my navbar.tsx. Just tap the top, and this navbar.tsx is going to be used inside layouts. If I actually just click on the layout, so at the top I have my navbar.tsx, and then I have my children, and main layout is going to be this. And just after that, inside when it comes to navbar, so first of all, display logged in user. So display logged in user. First of all, I have to just simply check whether the user is logged in or not, and I think this is the server component, so I can just simply use a method to just know whether the user is logged in or not. That's actually gonna be fine, as this is the navbar. So let's see how the things are there. By the way, first of all, let's have a look at the navbar that I have. So if I actually come here, and first of all, if I try to sign in with Google, it will not work. I'll have to enter some kind of password, any password, that doesn't really matter. Okay, it does not make any sense. Let's go to the main page. Let's go to dashboard, because nothing is implemented right now, so you should be able to visit the dashboard directly. Here I am in the dashboard section. I am getting this, and then these two things I am getting over here. and then when I click on this John Doe, I'm getting these particular options, and if I click on this, I'm getting this light dark mode option. So let's see how it's being implemented over there. Again, things are getting too much, I know. This is something that needs to be done in the early morning. So yeah, I will be focusing on that. But before even getting anything else done, I actually need to understand the code and all, right? So yeah, even I will be checking how the night mode and dark mode is being implemented right here. So let's go through that. So first of all, I have this, I mean classes and all, that's fine. I have this link, inside this I have this particular image, and I have once I got this image, then I have another div. Inside that I have mode toggle and user drop on. Mode toggle in the sense will be used for light mode and dark mode. So let's even go through that. So I have set theme. It is actually coming from use theme, and this use theme is coming from next themes. So next themes, next theme automatically handles the theme related things. And also if I actually search next theme right now, next themes, it's like it will just handle everything for you, so you don't really need to worry about it and all. So if I just simply click on the next theme, so it will give you proper ways exactly how you can get the things done. But when it comes to next theme, first of all let me change the color of it, the background color, so that it is in the dark mode and all. And right now if I actually go through it, so the first thing that you get over here, that if you want to use next theme, so the most important thing that you need to keep in mind, that you have to first of all wrap everything inside this theme provider. And again you will be getting this theme provider from the next theme as well. So this is going to be your first step. Once you have done that, first of all let's go to them. Use with the pages, you can use it like this, that's fine. And then adding dark mode support text 2 lines, that's fine. So this is the first thing that you have done. Just after that, what you are doing inside layout, either you can just keep it inside layout as well. So one thing we have done, wrapping everything inside that theme provider. Once that particular thing is done, you can, there could be many ways, right? You can even do that here, so don't need to worry about it. The second thing is that you can actually provide these classes in your CSS file in HTML and CSS if you want. If you are actually using HTML and CSS for designing and all, so you can just create these root files, background white and foreground is gonna be black and all. You can even provide the data theme, and that's gonna be dark, and this will automatically be applied. But we are gonna be using Tailwind, so this will not be useful for us. But yeah, in case if you are just directly going with the CSS and all, so you can just use this, and that is it. And then from next theme only you get a use theme, and using that use theme you will be getting two things. You will be getting theme and set theme. And using theme you can just simply show with which theme is selected right now, and using the set theme you can just set the themes and all, and the theme will automatically set to your actually main what is that called, HTML file. So you don't need to worry about that. So that's it. I mean there's really nothing extra over here. This is the only thing that you have to focus on, and that's it. You will be done with that. So let's even do that. And the thing is that when it comes to Tailwind CSS, at that time we have to mention that attribute is gonna be class, because by default this class attribute will not be set. So yeah, this is the only thing that we have to mention, that okay, we are using Tailwind CSS, so the class should be set over here. So inside the attribute should be class, and inside the class I should be getting the light mode or dark mode, just like that. And I think this is how it's done. Theme provider attribute is gonna be class, and now setting theme dark, we will set a class dark. Yeah, that's right, that's what I wanted. And if you are not using Tailwind CSS directly, so that means if you are simply focusing on this this particular code, this will even be fine. That's it. Your Next.js app is fully supported dark mode, including system preferences with the preference color theme. The theme is also immediately synced between tabs by default. Next theme modifies the data theme attribute on HTML element, which you can easily use to style your app. The thing is that normally when you use just CSS to design your website, at that time if you want to make it dark mode, so you use an attribute that is called data theme, and then data theme will have some values. So if I'm not wrong, by default next theme modifies the data theme attribute on the HTML element, which can easily use to style your app. That's right. Note, if you are setting if you set the attribute of your theme provider to class for Tailwind, next themes will modify the class attribute on the HTML element set with this. That's fine. And so ultimately, if you are directly using CSS, so this data theme will be changed. If you are using Tailwind, so just class will be changed. It's just up to you. By the way, data theme again that's gonna be dark if I'm not wrong. So let's have a look at the example. So data theme and dark. I think this is how this is actually used in the HTML file when you are actually using just CSS. So yeah, data theme dark. So if you are actually using just CSS for the design and all, at that time data theme will be added over here automatically. If you are using Tailwind CSS, so class and dark will be added here automatically, so you don't really need to worry about that. Things are getting done here automatically, so that's it. So let's continue from here on. So what I'm getting this set theme from where I'm getting this set theme from use theme, and this use theme is actually coming from next theme and all. Again, once it's selected, the things are gonna be applied automatically, so you don't even need to worry about it. And just here, what am I doing? That I'm just using something called drop down, and as child they are being used. So I have buttons, and just here I have sun, moon, and span toggle theme. Okay, so I have three buttons in right here. Drop down trigger, this is the first one. How am I using it over here? By this drop down is actually coming from Shahed CM, so you don't need to worry about it much. But having said that, I should be getting, what is this, sun, moon, toggle theme. I'm not getting my text over here because, and just after that, okay, these are gonna be just icons if I'm not wrong. So if I just actually click on this, just here, if I click on system, so I'm getting this. If I click on dark, so this is the dark mode. If I click on light, that's the light mode. And let's make it dark mode right now, so it simply changes. So I get a sun, I get a moon, and this particular theme SR only, I mean it's just gonna be used for like reader website readers and all. Ultimately this is mainly used for those people who cannot actually just see properly. Okay, let's if I'm not wrong, SR only, position, absolute and all, no wrap. Let's forget about this. This is not really directly used here over here, especially for normal users. So SR only is mainly used for the apps which actually read the website and all, and so that it can tell about this as well, that this option is gonna be used for toggling theme and all. Never mind, let's continue from here on. So I have a drop content, align is gonna be end, on click set theme light. I'm getting light over here, I'm getting dark over here, and I'm getting system over here, and I'm just simply setting the theme by default directly over here. And as soon as I'm just calling this particular set theme state, it automatically sets the theme. It automatically changes the code, like the HTML code, and simply add the class dark over here or light over here as per the need, and things get done. By the way, as soon as I click on system, it will automatically configure my system's theme and set it whether it's light mode or dark mode over there as well. So ultimately, if you are using this particular hook, use the theme hook, and this hook is actually coming from next themes, so you don't really need to worry about it. That's gonna be nothing, just a piece of cake. Okay, so this thing is done. Then we have something called the user drop down. So let's even go through it, exactly what's happening over here. So I have a dummy user over here, John Doe and all, and just after that I have name, email, image, role and all. That's fine. And as a child, a button. Again, these drop downs are actually coming from Shahed CM, so if you know that, it's gonna be easy to understand and all. And user image is gonna be this, and if user image exists, in that case I will be just simply rendering the image, otherwise I will be rendering the icon. And just after that I have content, I have my label, and then I have my email over here. After that I have a separator. How does this separator look like? Let's go through this separator looks like how I have my icon over here, but where is the separator that I have? Let's keep it here on the left side actually. Okay, and this is how it's gonna be. So it is just simply saying that you have a separator. Let's have a look at this. This is how it should be. So what am I getting? That first of all you have your email, I have my email. Even at the top before the email you are getting your username. So yeah, I do have my username in the form of a button, inside a button. So I have my image and then the icon. I'm just simply rendering them, that's fine. User icon, and this user icon is actually being okay. How am I getting this user icon? So if user.image, in that case I'm simply rendering this image, otherwise I'm just simply rendering this user icon. And this user icon is actually coming from where? This is coming from lucid icon. So that user icon is this. Just a second, I'm missing something over here. I have drop down, then user icon, and then I have username. So this is the username that I have over here. Few things are actually missing, just a sec. Drop down menu. Okay, come on, I should be talking about this. I was having a look at somewhere else. That is why I thought that things do not match the way they've been mentioned here. So this is the thing that I was talking about. So there is an icon and there is the name. So I'm getting the icon and I'm getting the name, that is fine. After that and once I click on this, then I'm getting my email, I'm getting my profile, admin, and sign out, and that's what I should be getting over here. So just inside this drop menu content, I have my email, and then after that I have a separator. This is the separator that I have, and just below that I have profile and its icon. So profile and its icon, and again that's gonna be just a link. Similarly I have to do admin item for non-admin users. Okay, hide admin. Okay, so this particular option will be hidden from here, so that's not even a big deal, I can do it easily. And not only that, then I have admin item, then I have sign out item, and these items are created just right here. So this is how things are actually getting done over here. Again, I will be handing sign out just whenever it's needed. Actually right now this is just a sample code, so I don't need to worry about it. So this is pretty much simple. Even we can create a admin item is this, sign out item is this. I can even create a profile item. So instead of having this thing over here, I could have created a profile item that could have worked the right way as well, but never mind, this is actually amazing. So done with this as well. And once my what is cleared, actually there are many things inside main. I have my navbar. Inside my navbar I have these many things. Just below that I have all my children. In the children section I will have verify email, profile, email verified, dashboard, and admin. So I will have to go through the content of these 4 to 5 pages. Okay, it's not gonna be hard to understand, but it is definitely gonna be time taking. So let's go through the verify email section. So if I click on this verify email, so this is how it looks like. So if I click on the code of it, so this is gonna be the simple page. And what are they mentioning over here? That redirect the user if not authenticated, already verified. If the user is already verified, I will be redirecting the user to the dashboard page and all. And after that I have verification email sent to your email. So ultimately these things I'm getting over here. Recent verification, this is just a button. So if I click on this recent verification, so this button actually got created just below that. Yeah, so this is the button, and once I click on this button, so I just simply handle the things and all. And actually I handle many things. So what am I doing over here? Recent verification email, this is the function that gets triggered as soon as I click on the button. So this is the loading button that I actually have. Again, this loading button is coming from there, so that's fine. Again, this button is self created. This loading button simply takes some inputs, loading, disable, and all. That's fine. You can even create it the way you want, that's not a big deal. And as soon as we click on that recent verification email, then this particular function gets triggered. And on the basis of that thing, I will be setting is loading, set success, set error, and all. If there is any success message, then I will be showing that. If there is any error message, I will be showing that, and this is how it will be done. So ultimately we understand the code written in this particular page, so don't need to worry about it. Okay, what is the next thing? Loading verification is done. This particular page we have already gone through. So verify email is done. After that we have something called profile. Inside profile we have many things, but this is actually a good thing that inside this profile folder directory you have all the code related to the profile, so you don't need to wander here and there. Everything related to profile is already here. Let's go through page.tsx, and not only that, I will be opening this profile page over here. So this is the, not this, let's click on profile. This is the wow. Take a sigh of relief and then continue from here on. Ultimately, this is the result of the page and this is the code. This is the code, this is the result of this code. So you have to just simply understand how the things are working here, how you are actually getting this particular result, and that is it. That's the main goal right now. So first of all, title is gonna be profile, that's fine. I'm getting this title profile over here at the top, that's fine. Then to do check for authentication, I need to even check for the authentication. If the user is not authenticated, I need to redirect the user to the sign-in page. That should be fine. Again, how will I be checking? Because I'm gonna be using better auth. If I'm using better auth, I will get the session easily, and once I have the session, I can even check whether the user actually exists or not. So it can be done like that, so don't need to worry about it. But first of all, I have this profile headline and then description over here. So let's check this thing out. First of all, I have this profile header over here, then I have this paragraph just below that. That's fine, no need to worry about it. Just after that, what I have, just after that, I have these this profile details, edit option, change email, change password and all. So let's have a look at the first one. Then I have profile details form, this is the one. Okay, after that I have email form, this is the second one. After that I have password form, this is the third one. And after that log out everywhere button, this is the one that I have. So ultimately I would really appreciate that the person who has actually built it, he has actually designed everything the best way possible. Nothing could be better than this. Let's click on profile details form, and I would be getting this first form over here. So over here I have render real user info, John Doe. I'm using again React query over, not React query, React hook form over here. As soon as I submit, I will get the information from here. Not only that, I will be getting my image. So interesting. Handle image. So inside this, I have my header, I have my form, and not only that, I have form for the input box for the name, and the second input box is actually for the image. So form field, form control, name, render is gonna be form item, label is gonna be this, control is gonna be input, and the type is actually going to be file over here. So it will be accepting the file related things. Accept is gonna be, will simply be accepting the image, and on change, whenever it changes, it simply be handling the image. So I will get my image over event over here. Once I got the event, so event.target.files, I will be getting my files. Once I got my files, if the file actually exists, in that case new file reader is gonna be this, and I got my reader. Once I got my reader, reader.onloaded, onload end is gonna be this. Okay, the thing is that I'm converting my image into the base64 format. This is also possible. You can actually convert your image in the base64 format, and once it is actually converted, you can directly save it in the database, and that's what I'm doing over here. So base64 is gonna be reader.result as string. So reader.result, this file reader will mainly convert the file that I got, the image that I got in the base64 format as a string. This is just a format. Once this is done, then form.setValue, I'm just simply gonna be setting the value. Image is gonna be base64 should dirty true. What does this mean? I have no idea. I have to explore it. No more about it. Again, having said that, don't take this project like, don't think even like this is gonna be a normal project. Especially I need to remind this myself, because first of all, I'm using better auth. Second thing is that this project is really well structured in the sense I have the opportunity to learn from it exactly how I can redesign this project on my own too. By the way, at the end of the day, I have reader, a reader file, a URL file. What is this used for? Reader, this is the reader that I have, a reader as a data URL and file. This file, it will be reading as data URL. Even if it's reading file, what will happen over here? This is something I need to know more about it. So let's even have it at the top, just somewhere here. I will be just digging deeper into it whenever I work with the main project. After that, I have image preview, form.watch image, and I will be getting image over here. That's fine. Loading is gonna be this, and that is it. So this is the this section. First of all, just after this, I have my email form. So in the email form, I have this form again. I have on submit, card change, new email, placeholder. So ultimately I'm getting that particular option over here. Things are getting done automatically, so don't need to worry about that. Then I have something called password form. Inside password form I have two things: current password. Again I'm using this schema. I mean most of the things are exactly same, so you don't need to worry about it. And then I have current password and new password, just like that, and to do hash password update, that's fine. And then I'm simply getting the passwords and all, and that's it. And lastly I have my logout button. So if I actually click on my logout button, then I'm using loading button over here. And if I just have a look at this, so logout everywhere, that's it. I'm providing some of the classes and all, and nothing else. Okay, so ultimately we have gone through the profile section as well. So let's simply close this. Just after the profile section, at least once I have gone through all the things and all the code, at least I can just simply start working on this. So 3 sections are remaining. I have email verified. This should be easy peasy. This is just a page that simply tells that okay, your email has been verified successfully, don't worry about that, and you can directly be redirected to the home page. So this thing is done. Then I have something called dashboard. Inside this I have loading. If the dashboard is not loaded, so you can use something called a skeleton over here. And again, skeleton is mainly used for creating just kind of a structure, so that if the content is not there, you should be able to use skeletons. Again, this skeleton is going to be coming from Shahed. This is from Shahed if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I'm getting from there only. So you can just simply create it, and once it is created, you are done with that. By the way, I'm not gonna be talking much about it. Mainly when I will recreating this website, at that time I will go through it really well. And once this skeleton section is done, just below that I have my main page.tsx. So inside my main page.tsx, that's gonna be the dashboard if I'm not wrong. So let's click on this. I have first of all dashboard over here. Then I have this particular paragraph. After that I have email verification alert. This particular alert I'm talking about. Just after that I have my profile information. This profile information I'm talking about. I have my profile information like this. I have my user details over here. And then I'm just simply rendering the user details over here. So profile information, account details. Then just below that I have card content. Inside card content I have user avatar, and I have the badge as well. And just after that I have username, user email. All the things are here, right? So it's easy to understand. Then I have a calendar button, calendar icon, that is this one. After that member since, and it will simply tell me the date and all, and everything is being formatted over here. By the way, for formatting again I'm using a package if I'm not wrong. Where is this format coming from? Okay, date functions. Okay, this is again a package that you can just simply use for formatting the things. Not only this, there's another one as well. Can't even think of it, but never mind. There are many packages that can actually help you format your date the way you want. So I want a month first of all, then date, and then year. It's completely up to you. You can just format it the way you want. This format function method simply takes 2 things. It takes your date, it takes the format that you want it to be, and that's it. You are done with this. So this thing is actually done. And then we have something called email verification alert. Ultimately this particular section I'm talking about. Inside this, first of all I have my mail icon, that's fine. Then I have my please verify your email, and then at the end I have my button. As soon as I click on the button, I'm redirected to the /verify email, and also that's fine. I mean, this is also great. Amazing. Last step is remaining, and that last step is the admin page. And inside the admin page, let's first of all click on this particular thing. And the best thing is that, believe me or not, the way the person has actually designed the whole website, keeping everything in small components. First of all, it's amazing. Second thing is that it is easy to understand. You click on the page, you understand everything, because exactly what's mentioned there, what does it mean and all. So yeah, designing your website, this is really some kind of skill that you need to acquire over the time. Like I just simply clicked on the page, and now if I just go to the admin page right now, just here. So this is how the admin page looks like. I have admin in this. So what you can just simply get that I have my header, and then I have my headline, and then I have the paragraph, and I have delete application. If I click on this delete application, then I'm getting this particular form. And inside this, if I click on delete application, what will happen? Application deletion authorized successfully. Okay, so inside this I have delete application. This is the header, again header 2, and this paragraph that I'm getting. Then this button that I have, loading button, again the variant is gonna be destructive, delete application, and that's it. Nothing else you need to worry about it. Done. As for getting the toast, so you are getting toast because of this particular thing. So toast.success is gonna be application deletion authorized successfully, and if something goes wrong, then you will be just simply saying something went wrong. Again, this is not done yet. You will have to just write some code over here. Delete application, delete application. Where is this coming from? delete application is coming from here. So this is the action that he has created. Amazing. Wow. Inside the admin he has even created the action. Unbelievable. But yeah, he's done a great job. So inside this he has actually created this particular action, and using the set timeout, it's actually coming from node timers and promises. So because this is a use server, inside client component you can use set time directly, but inside use server you cannot use set time directly. That is why you need to import it first of all like this. Once it is actually imported, then you can just use the things and all, and it will be done. So amazing job, actually really amazing. Again, there is something called start transition. Start transition, what it does, async, and it just wraps everything. Where is this coming from? Start transition, use transition. Where is this coming from? It is actually coming from here. So what does this do? Use transition allows components to avoid undesirable loading states by waiting for content to load before. Come on, I need to learn about this as well. Use transition, this is a hook in React, so if you know React, know about this as well. And this transition can actually be used like this. This transition simply tells you two things. It gives you is pending and gives you is the start transition. What I think that what is the use of it? The thing is that whenever you are gonna be making any request to the database, it will take some time. So either you can create a state and just manage that, or you can just use this use transition hook. This will automatically tell you that okay, whether the content inside that the code that is running, whether that is in the pending state or that is not in the pending state. Start transition you get for starting the transition. Inside this you have all your code, and if the code is actually running, if the work is in progress, so you will be getting is pending true, and that means simply using this particular is pending but option over here, you can just make it disabled, make it a loading. Ultimately it will be loading in that case. So if you go through this, if it is actually loading, so you are making the button disabled, so the button is going to be disabled, and if loading is true, then you will be showing the loader as well. Interesting, great job. Nothing could be better than this. It's been around 52 minutes and all, and turns out that this is done. Now we can just simply focus on writing the code, going through the stuff and all. Ultimately we can focus on learning about better auth. Overall things are done. I'm happy to have this code, one of the best codes ever that I've got. This is one of them. I'm gonna be coming back now again after 5 minutes or something, and again this is not the right time to just simply go through it more, because it's around 9 o'clock right now. I'm yet to learn about GenAI and all, so I will be learning about that. Maybe till 11 or something I will be awake, and then I'll be sleeping. So let's see, I'll be giving 2 hours to just Python GenAI stuff, and after that I'll be calling it a day. I'm gonna be coming back just after 5 to 10 minutes. Until then, take care.